Hello everyone, this is Lord Shadrack, or Shadrack ASMR. I'm going to probably post it on both my channels. Just a quick video in regard to Bob Saget. We just lost Betty White. Now we're losing Bob Saget? What's going on here? Now, to tell you the truth, I didn't watch much of the Golden Girls because I consider that a show for old ladies. And I never understood how younger generations who are not even part of the demographic of Golden Girls could even watch it. I've never understood that. But I do know much about Full House. I do know about Bob Saget being on that show. And I've even seen a few episodes of Full House myself. But when I was growing up, my interest in the way of Bob Saget, my viewing of him didn't come from Full House. It was from America's Funniest Home Videos. I really loved that show. I really loved watching that show with my family. I really did. And to tell you the truth, this was the type of show that families enjoyed. Watching other people's families doing or engaging in the stupidest things. And the best thing about America's Funniest Home Videos was none of it was planned. It was all spontaneous. And it was just funny to watch. In fact, as I'm making this video, I now have the theme song playing in my head going, America, America, that thing you do, or something like that. That was a pretty catchy tune right there, and you couldn't argue with it. What made this show so great is that, like I said before, in the way of America's Funniest Home Videos, it was not even planned. None of the events in these videos, in these VCR tape recordings, were planned. In fact, it was all spontaneous. For those of you who are old enough to remember, this was back before YouTube. Now, on YouTube, we just Google people funny videos, and we instantly have an entire catalog of people, whether it was planned, whether it was not planned, of people engaging in something silly or something that spontaneously happened to them that was silly, or a wipeout. However, America's Funniest Home Videos actually gave you that ability to watch that show, that type of thing. But, you know, this video has been impromptu, by the way. I don't have a script or anything, so you gotta understand that if I have a lot of pauses and everything, this video was something that I made. Excuse me. Then and there. This video, no script, all just me talking. And the upsetting thing about Bob Saget's death is that nobody expected it. Now, a lot of people are probably going to say, it was COVID. He got COVID symptoms. No. We got to wait until the autopsy says otherwise. But then again, someone might say it was COVID, and you know how people are in this day and age. It's just insanity. I mean, he showed none of the symptoms, and he looked very healthy. He had his last show here in Jacksonville, and I wish I had went, but, life, of course, how life goes, life. Life just does that. Sometimes you can't do things, and sometimes life will just take you out. I mean, that's just how it goes. I had a friend of mine from my church who was spending Christmas Day with his own family, and he had a heart attack then and there. And it was unexpected, or rather, depending on who you ask, I mean, it was just something that came about. That's the one interesting thing about death. It comes when we least expect it. Death comes when we don't even know it's going to come. It's just one of those types of things that people, don't even know how long they have. How long do they have, How long do I have? I could be dead before this video even ends. I could be making this video and take the plunge. I wonder how many people out there right now, today, died unexpectedly, who seemed so filled with health. 1 second they were filled with health. 1 second they were all living the life, living the dream, only to die 10 seconds later. Or how about all these people that get into their cars like they always do, or they go to work like they've always done, or went to school like they've always done, and they end up dead on the way to work, or dead coming home from work, or dead on their way to school, or at school, or coming home from school, or dead on the job. They just fall over dead at work. It's just, that's just the strange thing about death. That's the one thing about it that's very weird. It comes unexpected. For some people, death just is expected because they're very sick. We expect, death to happen when someone gets very sick or when they get very old. Now, some people that are in their 90s, they do live to be in their hundreds, and everyone was all expecting Betty White to make it to 100. We were all, in fact, Betty White was making plans to celebrate her 100th birthday this month. And then all of a sudden, it seems as if death itself decided not so fast. It's time for you to go. That's just one of the things about life that's very interesting, is how it don't matter about the plans that you have. It don't matter about what you want to do or hope to do or would like to do. Either they never come to pass, or you die without ever fulfilling them. That's kind of strange, don't you think? But then again, that's just how life is. Life is one of the biggest mysteries, because we don't even know what the next day is going to bring. I mean, we could be reading a book, and if we want to find out how it ends, we just flip over to the last few pages. Or if we want to find out how the chapter ends, we just flip a few pages over, and some people do that. But then, life isn't like that. Sure, we can speak to these psychics, and some people often go to self-proclaimed prophets, yet the thing is, do these people even really have an idea as to what the future brings? Or if the things they say that's going to happen in your life is really going to happen in your life? Considering that we're all afraid of what's going to happen in the way of life's uncertainty, it's no wonder people often go to these people getting these psychics and prophets hoping to get an answer. But back on the original topic, it's upsetting to see Betty White, and it's even upsetting to see Bob Saget die. And on a more personal note, I've had church friends and a family friend die. I'm not going to go in detail any more than I've already said about them. Not a good way to start the new year, to tell you the truth. Then again, I'm not alone in this, because I'm quite certain that there are a lot of people that have, family members that have passed on, that struggled through Christmas and then ended up passing away. I sometimes ponder about how much time do I have left? How much time am I given? How much time until I finally die? As a Christian, I do believe that if you have Christ in your heart, you will be saved. Now, I'm not going to make this about religion, but I will say, yes, I am a Christian. Yes, I do believe in life after death. And yes, I do believe that when I die, I will see Jesus. I do have faith in Christ. And I do pray that the Lord allows me to live a decently good life, healthy life. Now, I know some of you are probably watching this going, oh, he's mentioning Jesus. Oh, he's talking religion. Ugh. But still, I'm not here to preach to you or nothing. I'm just speaking my opinions and my beliefs. If you don't like it, that's on you. I'm not making this video to make you happy. I'm just making this video to explain my position and how I feel about recent events. If you didn't like it, well, that's on you. But anyways, what more can I say about it? Some of you are probably going to watch this video and think, wow, Shadrach, that's pretty impressive. You said your opinion. And some of you go, what does this moron know? He should be off of YouTube. Blah, 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 blah. In fact, that's what I like about YouTube. It allows some people to speak their opinions. It allows some people to actually, say what they want to say in the hopes that somebody will listen. I know not many people watch my videos. But hey, at least I'm actually getting my opinions out there. By the way, I'm just looking at my cat. I'm just looking at Annie. I once had a cat named... Did I say Evie or Annie? I was going to talk about Annie's predecessor, Evie, for a bit. Evie was a calico cat who looked like Annie. Well, in some ways she was like Annie. But anyways, one day, and it's interesting that that right now Annie is 8 years old. Annie is the same age that Evie was when Evie died. And Evie, this is also about pets as well. Pets, 1 second your dog or your cat or whatever you have is a pet. They're going around happy, living life, and then all of a sudden they take the plunge too. Oh, that's the weird thing about death. That's the weird thing. 1 second you're living life, 1 second. Yeah, I know I'm repeating myself. Big deal. In case other people, were watching this video and they got distracted. So what's the point of worrying about it? Let me speak my piece, will you? Get your laughs out now. Anyways, That's just how life is. 1 second you're living it, the next second you're gone. Depending on what religion you believe, you're either with a god that you worshipped or you're just being reincarnated. But back on the original topic, Bob Saget didn't look too sick. He didn't have any illnesses. Unless there was something he suffered with that no one detected. Unless he was the clown dying on the inside who took his own life. Or something else entirely. Some people will say he was murdered. Some people will say that he took his own life. Some people are going to say a few things here and there, but I don't know what happened. Nobody knows what really happened. The autopsy will say one thing. People will make assumptions about another. And then you'll have the entire celebrity experts talking about what happened and what could have happened. We don't know. And regardless of how one believes, the only people in that room that'll know anything about what happened the night Bob Saget died are Bob Saget himself or God. And like I said, I don't care what other people's religion is. I'm not here to argue religion. That's something I don't do much of anymore. I have a live and let live mentality. Anyways, I think that's all I got to say about that in this video. That's all I got to say. What do you think about all this? What do you think that's going on? At any rate, 2022 is either going to be a great year, the same as 2021, or even worse, depending on how you look at it. Well, regardless of what channel you're watching, I'm Shadrach ASMR, or if you're on my main channel, I'm Lord Shadrach, and I just hope that everyone has a safe week, and I hope everyone has a wonderful January, and ultimately a wonderful 2022. See you around.